Mr. Anderson has not ruled out joining Reform. I don't think there's any news there at the moment. But uh, meanwhile, Suella Braverman has said that Islamists have bullied the Labour Party. She doesn't want to let go of that word. The word is the problem, and the word is always the problem. The failure of these politicians to master the English language. I've just received a very entertaining message. I put up a video a short while ago about Mr. Hunt, and span off on a little a pleasure cruise of my own about Matt Hancock, not Matt Hunt. Matt Hancock. The two are so easily confused. Anyway, apparently, by talking about lactating, I was advised I shouldn't use the word lactic when I'm referring to Mr. Hunt, and it took me a few minutes to work out why that might be. You can't say lactic hunt, or at least you can't say that quickly. It's like emetic hunt, and all these words which suggest tea with Hunt, that iconic. Well, it couldn't be an iconic tea with Hunt. Well, it could be an iconic tea, but it couldn't be an iconic Hunt, at least not at any speed. And whether or not you would make a difference between the private or the public Mr. Hunt, and that's the problem, I think, with his tea time in the House of Commons, that he's blurred the distinction between his private role and his public role, or indeed his role in a constituency, or his role as a father. And we would applaud all these things that he does, but it's the confusion. And while the tax office doesn't wish to enter into conversations with the people who pay tax, it just sends out notes saying you owe us. I don't think Mr. Hunt should be accorded any great favours for the reasons why he might have broken the rules. He has broken the rules, and whatever the reasons might be, and whatever the punishment, I cannot imagine it will be significant or strident. But he has broken the rules, and apparently, allegedly, he has broken the rules. As for Mr. Anderson has also broken the rules. The fact that Suella Braverman appears to have broken the rules as well doesn't excuse Anderson. Indeed, she should also be excoriated, expelled, excised. But I cannot imagine she's going to be, because when it comes down to it, Rishi Sunak is more anxious about the political fallout of losing one of his arch adversaries than he is of losing Mr. Anderson, who in any case is in a very unsafe seat and likely to lose his position at the next general election, no matter how much he panders to the red wall. He's going to be out, and he can say, my words may have been clumsy, but my words were born out of sheer frustration at what is happening to our beautiful capital city. He's talked about being clumsy with language before. If he's so clumsy with language, why is he in Parliament? Why is he a person who is there to deliver speeches, to use language to promote the better good of people? If he's not capable of managing his language, either he needs to go and have lessons. He could join Liz Truss in getting gesture lessons. A hand job from Liz Truss or a hand job from Lee Anderson, what's the difference? Neither is going to be terribly effective. They need to practice. And, I would like to see some hard work put in presentation, because slopping around in your T-shirt, that doesn't seem to me to be the right image of a member of Parliament on GB News. But Mahatma Gandhi wore unconventional clothes. I'm not so worried about the unconventional dress. What I'm worried is about making excuses for it. So own the fact that he's clumsy with language, own the fact that he wears a t-shirt when he broadcasts on GB News. Own these facts. Don't apologise for them. I find it extraordinary that a man who is so defiant can be at the same time so apologetic and muddy in his thinking. And that's not his job. His job is to be clear and to lead the way. And if he can lead the way better with Richard Tice, maybe he should do that. Maybe he should do that.